If your Google business profile appeal was just denied, the problem isn't Google. The problem is what you submitted. And if you've been denied more than once, the next review will be even harder to pass. And most business owners treat a Google business profile appeal like a complaint letter. They explain their situation, they say their business is legitimate, they ask Google to reconsider, and that's not how it works. Google needs a compliance file, they need the root cause, you need to find the corrections, and you need to find evidence, you need to have proof. And Google doesn't reject your appeals because your business isn't legitimate. It rejects them because your appeal didn't prove it. Okay, so here are the 3 most common reasons why your Google business profile appeal failed. The first reason appeals get denied is because the underlying issue was never actually fixed before submitting, meaning that you filed the appeal, but the violation was still there. And here is what happens with each failed appeal. Business owners find out they're suspended, they write an appeal, they upload a few documents and they submit, but without fixing anything. Google reviews the profile and the violation is still there, so it's a denial. And here is what makes this critical. A second appeal submitted without new information or new evidence is almost always rejected. You're no longer a business with a compliance issue, but you start to look like a recurring compliance issue, and you're flagged. The second reason why most appeals fail is the document mismatch. Google has one rule for evidence: everything must match exactly. The name on your documents must be identical to the name on your GBP. The address on your utility bill must match the address on your profile. In practice, here is what gets appeals rejected. A business submits their registration certificate, but it's under the owner's personal name, not the business name, or the GBP shows the current address, but the utility bill still shows the old one from 2 years ago, or 3 documents are submitted, but each one shows a slightly different version of the business name, and Google sees inconsistency and it's a denial. And very important to know, if you upload documents in your appeal, the rule isn't document quantity, but it's document consistency. It's way preferred to upload 3 perfectly matching documents than 10 inconsistent documents or 10 random documents. The third reason why most appeals fail, and it's probably the most misunderstood one, it's when the appeal itself was written like a persuasion letter. And I know most business owners, most people can get emotional when it comes to their business, but Google's review system doesn't respond to emotion. It responds instead to a real fix, real corrections, to compliance. So you have to think about that when you file. We've been in business for 12 years. Our customers depend on us. We don't know why we were suspended. Please reconsider our case. We are a legitimate business. You should absolutely not respond like that, or you should absolutely not send this kind of message to Google. A GBP appeal is not a letter. It's a compliance file. It should acknowledge the issue, state the root cause, list the specific corrections made, and attach matching evidence. That's it, and you'll get reinstated. No emotion, no storytelling, no appeals to fairness, no emotional email to Google. The appeals that get approved are structured exactly like this. Here is what the issue was, and here is what we fixed. Here is the proof. And you have to prepare everything, every document, before you start the appeal. Have your evidence ready before you click submit. Once the appeal is filed, you have a limited window to upload your documents. If you miss it, the appeal will be incomplete, and it will reduce your chances of reinstatement. Okay, if your Google business profile has been suspended, don't guess at the fix. Click the link in the description and request your free reinstatement review. Within 24 hours, I'll personally review your suspension and tell you honestly whether I believe I can help. I don't accept every case. I only take the ones I genuinely believe I can help with. If I do, I'll handle your entire reinstatement from the compliance review to the appeal and every follow-up with Google until a decision is made. The link is in the description and pinned in the comment section so you can get your free reinstatement review today. So, if your suspended Google Business Profile appeal was denied, here is what to do before you file again, right after watching this video. First, you have to stop. Do not resubmit the same appeal. You have to identify the root cause of the suspension and fix every issue completely before touching the form. Then you will want to build a consistent evidence pack with the same name, the same address, the same information across every document you have. You can just start by creating a folder and grouping all your main business documents. This will serve as a proof for Google when they need to check any information on your business. Then you write the appeal as a compliance file and not a letter, without being emotional or writing down emotional line to Google claiming that your business is legitimate or that you've been in business for 12 years. And if you've already been denied twice, you should consider getting expert help because the window is closing. Okay, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.